Welcome everyone to wrestling with the paranormal. I am the enlightened one,
And I am Cousin Stan. Hi. So anyway, what's the show about?
Oh my goodness! I'm so glad you asked. It's strange and wacky deaths. Roll the intro.
I don't even know what to say. What just happened?
What just happened? Welcome everyone to Wrestling with the Paranormal. I am one of your hosts. I am the patron saint of professional wrestling. I'm that gingered up, bubbly, paranormal son of a bitch. I'm Canada Dry, damn it.
Boom! And I'm, of course, the magician, and this is the other paranormal show made for wrestling fans by wrestling fans.
We have a jam-packed show today. Of course, we got videos in the vault. We got wrestling news. We got the top 10 crazy, strange deaths. Bizarre.
Do you know the weird thing is? It was so hard to actually even pick 10. Oh, is he froze?
I was frozen for a second. Yeah, it was. It was hard to pick them, right? Because there's so many good ones.
It reminds me of a TV show I used to watch years ago called 1,000 Ways to Die, and even some of them on there were really bizarre.
I noticed there was one when I was doing the research. There was one that I didn't pick because it was from the show, and I'm like, well, people probably know this one. Did you remember did you read the one about the guy who was trying to show off his unbreakable glass?
Yes, I did. I actually remember the whole
That
story.
was on the show. That was on the show. But the panel broke off, popped out. It didn't break, but it popped out when he fell to his death. So that's the kind of stuff you're looking at here today.
We also failed to mention that it was quite high up.
Yes. It wasn't on the first floor. We'll just say that.
That is true. Tiffany Trim says, I love 1,000 Ways to Die. I thought most of it was hilarious. Yeah, so did I.
We are laughing at people's tragedy. What kind of sickos are we? We are sick. We are demented. We are strange here at Wrestling with the Paranormal.
Do you know the weird thing is? I've just thought about it. The more shows we do, the more packed they seem to get. Each show's going to be like 3 hours eventually because we've just got so much stuff to jam back in one show.
Join us this week in a special after-school special, Wrestling with the Paranormal, when ghosts need to get off drugs.
Yes, I do. I'm psych. Well, you said that, not me.
Tiffany, have you met Tiffany? Or did you leave AFW before she joined?
I left before she joined.
Well, maybe one day you'll come back and you'll be able to talk to Tiff.
Of course. And we're joined by the guy who's always here.
Bang, bang, newbie!
Do you actually remember
Did you know it was Natalia Markova's birthday yesterday?
I did not.
So you didn't see that smoking hot picture she released?
I see a lot on my Twitter. That's all I'm going to say.
So you did see that recent one?
It probably crossed my mind, yes.
That one was hot. My screen was melting. All right. So we came up with a new password for the vault last week. Do you remember what it is?
Yes, I remember. I've also got a picture in case I forgot.
All right.
Anyway.
So once we get to the other side, we'll ask you what it is. So hit that thing.
It looks like it's time to open up the vault.
Do you know the combination?
Now, this is interesting. It says, you are actually on my friend list. You like some of my posts. It's a while, though.
That's funny. You became friends with her before she joined AFW then, and she joined our community.
Yeah, do you know what? It's still a community, though. Do you know what I mean? Even if I'm not there, you still see people pop up from time to
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like you're still part of the community, but you're not as close because AFW is where all the fun happens. AFW League is where all the fun happens.
Of course, of course. But anyway, do you actually remember the password? Because I do.
I know what it is, but do you know what it is?
Of
Because you're the
course, I
only
know
one
what it is.
forgetting. What is it?
Hang on, let me just check my phone. Hang on a second, just so I don't forget.
Oh, you don't know. You have to check your phone.
The password is wackadoodle.
Whack-a-doodle-doo, mother truckers. All right. So I gave you the list of videos that we got here. Which one do we got first?
So we have got number one, which is Miami Mall Police Swarm. Now, I just want to emphasize this. Once Aaron sends me these, I do obviously don't watch them. So this is going to be the first time I see them and reacting. So yeah, this is the first one. You ready?
Yeah, so first let me just do a little explanation to this. So the police claim that there were some kids lighting off fireworks causing disturbance at the mall. But the amount of police cars that came for this in Miami was just ridiculous. Like you wouldn't think that there's this many police cars for a few kids causing a disturbance at the mall. So let's play the video. All right, so look at all these cop cars just for some kids at the mall.
Jesus
look at all
Christ,
that.
what the hell?
Yeah. And now look at this. Look at this, how large this guy is.
It's not a guy. That's like a chuffing robot. How tall is he?
Actually, you know what?
What?
I think this is... Okay, so play that again.
Yep. Okay. Oh, shit, sorry.
So play it again. So you zoom in on this guy here. You're thinking it's like some giant guy. But actually, you know what it is?
Go on.
It's 3 people walking.
Is it?
It's just 3 people walking. But of the busted thing. Look at this busted.
Here it is. Busted.
We don't know why. So yeah, this one went all over online that it was a giant creature. But if you use your little bit of intelligence and you zoom in a little bit, yeah, you can clearly see it's just 3 people walking by together. And I can see how it looks like one big guy.
That's a good illusion, I'll be honest.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh.
I love this busted logo though. It's like because sometimes we see something obvious and it's clearly a forgery. So busted. There we go. All right. Which one do we have next?
This is called Magic Stone.
Yeah, this one is interesting.
Okay,
So
here we go.
All right. So this guy says he's got some ancient stone or something with all these little magic symbols on it. And so he puts it up against the mirror and you can see his hand x-ray in the mirror of his hand. And he also tries it near a clock. The clock stops when he puts it close.
What the hell?
He puts it near a light and the light goes off.
There's definitely some like magnetic force.
He puts it near the TV. I wouldn't do that. You're going to screw up your TV. He puts it in water. Look at this. It starts boiling.
What the? Do you know what I'm thinking? I think it's some kind of like magnetic like force type thing. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Because obviously you're meshing like with your light, it flickers, your TV, it flickers, stuff like that.
It could be for the dropping of water. There could be like baking powder all over it. It could be vinegar you're putting it in. Possibly.
Yeah.
Some sort of chemical reaction.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough though to say this is a busted one. I feel like there's some...
No, it's not busted. We just don't know. These are just theories.
Yeah. There's definitely something there, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is a strange thing. You could fake that easily, but I can't say conclusively that it's fake. So it's weird.
It's definitely a weird one. So next up we've got, and it's called Saint Elmo's Fire.
Yeah, so this one is interesting because in the Philippines, this happens in the Philippines, and they see this weird fiery orb and it's following him. Let's play it.
What the hell? It's definitely acting like an orb, I'll be honest.
Yeah, this one's weird. It's yeah.
Because, like I said, it's got the features, obviously, like moving from side to side. And I'm just trying to think.
Can we
I mean,
play it
I
one
want
more
to
time just to see if we can catch anything.
Yeah, let's have a look.
There seems to be a part where did you see a little orb that flew by? I didn't notice that the first time.
No, I didn't. It just seems a bit odd, the fact that it's like not like moving, like far away, or somebody's like moving close to it.
If I saw that, I wouldn't be standing there with a flashlight pointing at it. I'd be running. Wouldn't you run from that if you just saw this little ball of flame floating in
I
the
won't
air?
even go anywhere near it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, last up we've got, it's called Skinwalker.
Skinwalker question mark?
Okay, here we go.
Cody. Oh, what the crap? Is that a guy? What the frick? What the fuck? What was that? He's walking.
What the bloody... Sorry, what the hell? That is really just from my mind.
We'll have to play that one again because it looked like he was rather large and his hands were touching the ground as he moved.
Are we playing the whole clip, 48 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Cody. Oh, what the crap? Is that a guy? What the frick? What the fuck? What was that? He's walking creep.
I don't think that's a Skinwalker, I'll be honest.
Could it be just a guy with a stick?
I think so,
really
because we know with Skinwalkers have obviously got like your fur and stuff like that, and that clearly for me there's not fur on that, obviously at the back.
We can't say this one's busted.
No, we've not enough evidence to say it's busted, but there's a lot more questions.
Questions. I think it could be some guys. They got up on a hill. And they instruct their friend, listen, what you're going to do is you're going to chase those deer or sheep or whatever they are, and you're going to just scare them really loud, and then we'll start filming, and you can come in with that stick touching the ground. Because I feel like he would be darker, that he's really white, like a white shirt.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I don't think when we've covered Skinwalkers quite a few times, you're thinking fur, like furry, like creature type things, and that's clearly not a creature type.
Yeah, I'm leaning more to this is fraudulent.
But not enough to put busted.
See it.
Not enough to put busted.
Yeah, I can't prove it. I can't prove it, but I'm leaning to busted. What do you think? I'm not leaning to busted, but leaning to this is fake.
Yeah, I'm leaning to more this is fake, but not enough, to, like I said, to a point where we feel like it's busted yet. There's still little things we're not sure about.
Yeah, they could prove us wrong totally. Yeah, so this is the gray area, I think.
Yeah, so this is like borderline in a way. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but that's fun too because we have to discuss, because there's a lot of people out there want to make fame off of these videos, and why wouldn't you want to try to do that? You know, maybe we'll make our own fake video one day.
Maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe
But
not.
yeah,
We'll see.
But that's pretty interesting one, though, because there's a lot of creepy ones there, especially the one with the thing when you put in water and stuff like that near the light. That is the definitely weirdest.
Yeah, so that concludes the vault. So are we done here?
That's concludes the vault. Ready for the galaxy?
All right. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to put your seat in the upright position. I want you to put your safety belt on. And while I'm doing this, Liam's going to bring you some penis.
Sorry. Let's just roll the intro.
And we're good to take off.
Did I have a slip of the tongue there?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. That's why I said roll the
I
intro.
clearly meant salted peanuts. I said peanuts. Jeez. How embarrassing for me.
Relax. It's a fun show. Do you know what I mean? It's past midnight.
Okay. Yeah,
but of course, the Galaxy News.
It's Paranormal After Dark over there.
Pretty much. But anyway, of course, this is brought to you by one of our sponsors, which we talk about this every week. You should know what we're on about by now. It's, of course, FTW Wrestling, Canada Dry. Obviously, you know a lot more about this. I say this every week.
They got some big fights coming up in the next couple of days. I think we got Brian Idol versus Tom Latimer coming up. I think it's tomorrow. So that's a big fight. But I think, like, if you want to learn wrestling the proper way and have like two legit wrestlers that can wrestle as good as anyone on the planet, you're talking about Natalia Markova, you're talking about Brian Idol. Play the clip.
Determination, perseverance. These are the qualities that make a champion. Do you have what it takes to be the next wrestling superstar? Are you ready to turn your dreams into a reality? At Fight the World Wrestling's World Wrestling Academy, we can help you become the champion you were meant to be. Our world travel trainers, Brian Idol and Natalia Markova, are well-known industry professionals with years of experience in the world of wrestling. From the basics to advanced techniques, they are dedicated to help give you the tools that you need to succeed in the ring. Our training program is tailored to challenge you, push you to your limits, and help you discover your full potential. Come join our diverse group of talent. Join us at Fight the World Wrestling's World Wrestling Academy and make your dream a reality. Visit our website or contact us to learn more and start your journey to the top today.
Today.
So what do we got in the wrestling news? Like, what do you want to talk about?
Well, this is interesting because you obviously don't know. This is
I don't know. I'm literally because sometimes we talk about what we want to talk about, and today I just left it to you.
Of course. So AEW talent were embarrassed by Tony Khan's latest outburst on Twitter with Jinder Mahal. This has been absolutely everywhere. I mean,
I don't know if they're embarrassed. I don't know if they're embarrassed though.
Okay, go ahead.
Isn't that implying something?
What do you mean?
Well, like here's the thing. I think like people have an idea of what they want someone to act like.
Mm-hmm.
Like clearly he's a fan of wrestling as well.
Yep. I don't doubt.
So like you want someone to just sit back in the boardroom and do things quietly. I don't think that's him. I don't think he ever will be that guy.
Yeah, I think the thing is with Tony Khan, though, you've got to remember he's a promoter now. Obviously, he books the shows. You stay off Twitter, man, because Twitter can be the most toxic place. Do you know, going
Twitter, yeah, X, whatever you want to call it. It's you know, like, and you're gonna have everyone replying to you with all this shit. Like I think it was a fair argument, but you know, I think what you don't want to do, you don't want to mention the competition.
no. Noob says, I'm embarrassed as a wrestling fan to see Tony Khan doing stuff on Twitter, but hey, I'm just
See,
a wrestling fan.
that's the thing. I think all that stuff is overkill. Like, noob, come on, get your head out of the dirt. Like if I said it, would you be embarrassed? Absolutely not. If Liam said it, would you be embarrassed? Absolutely not. So I think it's kind of silly when you say things like I'm embarrassed as a wrestling fan. Like, come on. It's a bit extreme to say that, don't you think?
Yeah, it is a little bit, but literally it's been on my entire
I
feed
agree
all
with
week.
you on the point. I agree with you on the point that Tony Khan needs to just not mention the competition, chill the F out. But to say, I'm embarrassed as a wrestling, no, you're not embarrassed as a wrestling. That's just a little extreme there, newbie boy.
Let's move along, shall we? So, and Noob just put a comment here.
But before we move on, what do you think about that argument that was taking place? We didn't even talk about the argument.
I mean, has he got a point with Jinder Mahal? We've not really seen him on TV for a while, but the thing is, it's mentioning competition. You just hit the nail on the head there.
Yeah, that I agree with. But like, let's say me and you are posting this, not Tony Khan. It's a legit point.
Yeah, but the thing is, we're talking from a fan's point of view. He's talking from obviously.
We're just missing that point. We're just talking about the argument itself.
Has he got an argument? Yes. Was it necessary to really vent it? Not really.
Okay, so some have said that Jinder Mahal now is going to get pushed to the moon. Do you think this is going to happen?
No.
Do you think
plain and simple? No.
It could. He may not win a belt, but it could help his status in the company.
He might get pushed up the card a little bit, but as to winning an actual title, absolutely not.
No, and we all know that Hook is going to lose too, as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's the first spotter, and he's gonna, and he can afford to take a loss because he's got 21-1. He can take a loss to Samoa Joe, and I think Samoa Joe will protect him pretty good in this match. So, did you see the new title that Samoa Joe was holding on Wednesday?
I have not. Obviously, I've been really busy with work. It is on my thing to watch.
They got side plates that says Samoa Joe on it now.
Like the WWE ones where they change the plates all the time. Is it similar to them?
It's a little bit smaller than the WWE ones, but it says Samoa Joe on the side plate. Kind of like, did you see the Crimson, the college football one?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Okay. Yeah, I see. Speaking of titles, actually, have you seen that Impact's now literally changed their entire title range?
Okay, this is interesting because they all look the same except for belt color, strap color.
But is that a good thing, really, that they are actually the same premise in a way?
I don't like it at all.
You don't? I kind of like the new world title one. I'm not going to lie.
Well, I don't like it. I think it devalues the belts when they all look the same.
How so?
Well, if I have the X Division title, you have the world title. You're like, look at I got. And you're like, look at I got. I'm like, yeah, so they look the same, right?
But shouldn't all titles be equal in a sense? Should that title just be as important as the world title from a company's point of view?
I don't think so. The world title is the main one.
Yeah, but even if it's the difference is one, it says world title. As long as you've got that word world heavyweight champion, you're still technically the title, whether it looks the same, same colors, yada yada. You know what I mean?
They got the classic TNA logo on there. And I guess the main difference is on the world. They got the world logo on there. The digital one still looks pretty cool. The digital media one with all the circuits and that.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of the champion, though. I feel like it needs to be passed on to somebody a little bit as a push. No disrespect to obviously Tommy Dreamer, but
I think the digital media champion needs to be their
who's got the best internet exposure.
Yeah, but also needs to be like an up and come. Like this is your starter belt, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This is your starter belt. You got some young up and coming guy. He's like, we got a lot of faith in this guy. Let's see what he does with this digital media championship. And they went, well, maybe he's got world title potential. Maybe he's got X division potential. Like, it's a good way to try people out. And I feel like Tommy Dreamer is just like too over the hill to be holding a belt at this point. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like if Dustin Rhodes was over there, he'd be a champion.
Absolutely, absolutely. But obviously with Impact as well, there's obviously a lot of signings, obviously rumoured. Alex Hammerstone's obviously a name which has been thrown around a little bit. I kind of like this.
Yeah, he's going to be wrestling. Who's he going to be wrestling?
Without looking at the card, it's hard to kill tomorrow.
Yeah, he's not hard to kill. I just forget the name of the guy he's fighting. But I really like Hammerstone.
I've seen him wrestle obviously in the UK, so I do obviously know what he's like.
You know, what'd be cool is Brian Cage versus Hammerstone. That'd be a cool one.
Yeah,
very similar, like just big men, meaty men slapping fists or whatever you want to say.
I just want to see Christian Cage versus Ethan Page. Which I mean, all that Taiwan.
Oh, Cage, Page, the Cages and the Pages match.
Yes, I kind of want to see that one. Let's be honest, it's odds on.
So they're doing a thing on Battle of the Belts.
Mm-hmm.
The Gates of Agony with Brian Cage versus the Archer and what's that team called that he's got with him? Those Bray Wyatt wannabes. What are they called? The ones that MJF went against? In your mind too.
It's late now. I cannot think. Let me have a look.
Yeah. But you know what I'm talking about, right?
I do. Yes.
The Righteous. That's what it is.
Oh, got there in the end. I had to search you up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the Righteous. But
what do we got to talk about?
Well, we'll stick obviously with AEW. It's looking like Sting's last opponent. Obviously, that's coming up. Obviously, Revolution. It's the Bucks and versus Sting and Darby Allin. I've got to be honest. I don't know how I feel about this match if this happens.
Well, I think at this point he can't be wrestling a singles match. I think he wanted to do this tag with Darby Allin all along. He's 60-something years old.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to be protected regardless if it's his last match. Like, you think about it, whoever he wrestles, if it was a singles match, it's not going to be that good.
No, not really. No.
So you put Darby Allin and the Bucks in there. You could have some entertaining match and protect Sting, make him look like $1 million. So $1 million, the Bucks. There we go. And you see their douche mustaches.
Yeah, what the hell? But the one thing I like about this whole thing with Sting is now he's been able to retire his own way. Think about it. Obviously, WCW, they folded, yada, yada. His WWE run didn't end the best. So he's getting like this chance to now end on his own like terms in a way.
I would love it if they brought in all the old WCW wrestlers for his last match. Just bring them all around the ring. You bring Bret Hart. You can bring, just turn it into a lumberjack match. Who cares? Get all the old WCW, get Bret Hart in there, like all the legends, not like losers, like just the best of the best that are fond of Sting.
Yeah, exactly. And the one thing I like is we're actually covering Sting tomorrow on our Highs and Lows series, which is I'm excited for.
Yeah, that should be good. Do we have anything else, or is that it?
No, we've got one more thing, and obviously News just brought it up, and obviously I remember the story. So he says, your thoughts on Markova's surprise debut at OVW last weekend at Nightmare Rumble? Will we definitely see her more often on OVW? But to expand on that, I do believe Mickie James is obviously working for OVW now. What?
You know I'm not a fan of Mickie James, right?
I know, but we've got to be professional here. Come on.
Well, no, I'm going to be honest. It's still professional. Mickey James, she's not a nice person.
Right.
Um, she's she's entitled, and just how her and Aldous left NWA the way they did,
Mm-hmm.
it was pretty disrespectful. And now you're putting her in charge of creative over there at OVW.
Okay, so can I just balance this out? Obviously, I don't like to take sides
For
and
sure.
stuff like that. We don't know, obviously, what went off behind the scenes, with obviously
I know
Corbin
a
and stuff.
little bit. I know a little bit. I can't say what I know, but I
Yes,
know
but
a
you
little
know a
bit.
little bit, but you don't know everything, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. There's so
No,
much,
that's true. That's true.
there's so much what
That's
goes off
fair.
behind closed doors, obviously within wrestling. We don't know if of the stuff. You don't know if the stuff. The only people who know is obviously the people involved.
But no, my beef isn't just with that. With Mickey James,
Okay.
you know, I've heard from a few sources that she's not that nice of a person.
Okay.
Someone said you'll be able to figure who it is now. Someone said her and Nick Aldis are bell ends.
Yeah, I can take a guess, and I'm pretty sure people listening
we
can
won't
take a
say
guess
we
as
won't
well.
say who this is. We won't say who this is, but I think you can probably take
But
a guess.
But yeah, obviously to expand, obviously, what did you think to the OVW surprise? I've not seen this.
Well, yeah, I had posted a picture of Natalia Markova and tagged Al Snow. So I don't know if I nudged him in the right direction, but coincidental maybe that she showed up to OVW like a month after I did that. So who knows? Maybe I nudged Al Snow in the right direction.
Maybe you're the one who actually gave him the little the golden rubbers, we call it.
The bump.
Yeah, that pretty much wraps up everything I've got this week. Unless you've got anything else to talk about.
No, we're good. We got some story time to do.
Okay, then is it time?
Story time.
Now it says bizarre deaths, but is it really bizarre or is it just really silly ones?
They're pretty bizarre deaths. Now we're doing the top 10 here, right?
Yeah, so we've basically what happened is we found 5 stories each, and we're just gonna discuss them. And I'm gonna try not to laugh, but I can't promise anything.
All right. So do we want to play do we want to do the commercial now or at the end?
It's your call. What do you want to do? Do you want to do it for
All
now?
right, let's do a commercial. Let's do the Kill City Cup. Let's play that.
Welcome to the Kill City Cup. I got the world by the ball.
I got the world by the balls. Of course, head on over to Kill City Cup on YouTube. If you're watching now, finish the show first. Don't leave right now. But you can also find it in the description if you're not watching live. The Kill City Cup, it's great. It's about an hour watch. It's a fun tournament. Cartoon violence, I would say.
Yeah, it's an hour of your time. You won't be disappointed. Put it this way, we've talked about it many times on this show, and yeah, go check it out. You will not be disappointed, honestly.
All right, top 10 bizarre deaths. We're gonna start with number one. Liam's got our number one. I can't wait. I don't know what he's got. I'm excited because usually, what the hell?
So you know what that is, right?
Is that Segway?
It is a segue.
Now,
No,
do they even make these anymore?
I've not seen them for a while, but anyway. So
All right, so
Segway
number
boss,
one, Segway.
Segway boss Jim Hesleden dies in scooter cliff fall. Now, when I saw that title, I'm thinking, what the hell did he do? So I've got the article in front of me, so I'm just going to read out what it says. The millionaire owner of the Segway company has died after falling from a cliff while riding one of his firm's motorized scooters. Jimmy Health, I can't even say his second name, 62, crashed into the river wharf while riding the vehicle around the estate on a Thorpe Arch, Boston Spa, West Yorkshire. On Sunday, he was pronounced dead at the scene. The scooter was found in the water. I want to know what the hell, how this is even happening, because I'm scratching my head with this one.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, he was also talking about how safe his stuff is. But why are you riding it near a cliff?
I don't know. This is the thing. Why would you ride it?
Well, you can ride it, but ride it in your company's parking lot. Why you?
Now,
You know what? Let's go over by the cliff over there, 30 miles away. And let's test out this scooter. Well, boss, why don't we just do it here in the parking lot? No. We're doing it by the cliff.
but you know the weird thing is, right? Do you know if you actually look into his company, they actually produce military and flood protection equipment, but it didn't protect him, did it?
Yeah, it's interesting. So they still do stuff like this, but they're not making the Segway anymore, I don't think.
That's correct. So the Segway thing's kind of gone, done, dusted. But as regard to the military stuff, that's still obviously in operation. And this weird thing is, it was apparently worth a reported 166 million, made him one of the top 400 people richest in the UK. So yeah,
Crazy. Not much. There's more to say on this one, right?
not really. Go ahead. It's over to you.
All right. Do you want to show the picture? All right. This is a foul ball kill Stanton Walker.
What?
So a foul guy and his friend. This is 1902. Two buddies are at a baseball game, and this just goes to show the signs of the times in the story. He's only 20 years old, and they're watching an amateur baseball game in Morningstown, Ohio. And he's got a friend by his side, and on either side. And so one of the friends asked to borrow his knife.
Okay.
He wanted to sharpen his pencil so he could keep score of the game.
Okay.
I guess they didn't have a scoreboard there. It was 1902. So he sharpens the pencil. He passes it back to the guy. The guy's got it like this, ready to put in his casing. This guy's all here, put a big casing. A foul ball hits the knife, stabs him in the heart.
How?
And his friend goes, "Are you all right?" And he goes, I'm okay. Seconds later, he dies.
I shouldn't laugh, but
Like, what are the odds of a baseball? Like, he wouldn't have, like, if his friend wouldn't have even wanted to sharpen his pencil, or brought his own pencil that was already sharp.
Yep. I mean,
Or if you didn't bring a knife with you to the baseball game.
never mind that though. Just imagine like how much of a like target that'd have to be. Literally there. It's weird.
Yeah, just the odds of that baseball hitting the knife. It's like lightning striking, right?
Oh, 100%. What the hell? That's going to be one hell of a shot, let's be honest.
Yeah. I don't have anything more to say on this one. So that's number 2. A foul ball kills a man when he's holding a knife in front of his heart.
Yeah. I'm going to try and top that, but I don't think I will
Okay.
because I've seen
I
some
have
of the
no
movies.
clue what your number 3 is.
So my number 3 is robot kills human. Now, this comes from 1979, so it's a little bit, way back. Now, in 1979, a 25-year-old Ford motor assembly line worker is killed in a job, obviously making cars, which is like a casting plant. Now, the reason I bring this up because this was the first recorded human death by a robot. So this was the first ever, machinery thing. Obviously, we hear about machinery.
This is like the start of the Terminator Wars.
Yep.
Show that picture again. Show that picture again. Like this is a freaking deadly robot here.
Yeah, I had to find a decent image, and that's the one I actually come up with.
I like your picture you chose.
Now, look, I've got like a little bit of information what actually happened. So, Williams died instantly in 1979 when the robot slammed him as he gathered parts in the storage facility where the robot also retrieved parts. Williams family was later awarded $10 million in damages. The jury agreed the robot struck him in the head because of a lack of safety measures, including the one that would sound the alarm if the robot was near. So, health and safety failed. His family obviously got $10 million for obviously damages, but the first recorded death, I mean, the thing is now with accidents like this, we hear so many. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And you know what happened because of this?
Go ahead.
That robot was going to be in Star Wars, but after he killed someone, he wasn't going to be in it. He lost the job to C-3PO. C-3PO got the part instead of him. So
that's the reason I brought this one because obviously, like I said, it's the first recorded death by a machine, and you just see what happens so many years now. But I've seen this next image, and I'm really curious to see what this story is.
Let's see what it is.
This is number 4.
Ah! I picture the hamster going like this. Hey!
Oh dear. Go ahead. What's the story?
All right. So let me just look here. So this is a death in Japan. A man from Saitama Prefecture in Japan. He died after his pet hamster named Eiko, whose name they're telling us what his name translates to Little Love. The hamster bit him, and an autopsy on Goro Ito showed that he had died after reacting to a protein that was in the hamster's saliva.
Oh, wow.
So just something in that hamster did not agree with his body. They did not, and it was like poison.
Do you know what I call that?
Hey!
I love that.
What number are we at?
We're at number 5. We're halfway there.
So yours is 5.
Mine's number 5, correct? Yeah. Now, this is an interesting one because it's not actually a story, but it's more of a I didn't know about this. Now, when they say drink water, it's obviously good for you, right?
Oh,
now,
yeah, you can't get enough water. You got to drink at least 8 cups a day, I think they say.
So I actually learned this obviously before we came on the air, and my number 5 is it's called water. Mine's called
Imagine
water.
drinking from the big thing. Like you pretty much drown yourself.
Now, have you heard of water intoxication?
I've never heard of that.
Now, this is obviously somebody's obviously died from this, but there's no recorded name, so I kind of went into obviously what it's about. Now, it's also known as water poisoning, where water intoxication is a disruption of brain function caused by drinking too much water. So apparently, if you drink too much water, you can kind of, let's just see what it says here. So doing so increases the amount of water in the blood so they can dilute the electrolytes, especially sodium in the blood. So you kind of like thins your blood a little bit for drinking too much water, but yet they say drink plenty of water. So I'm kind of confused.
Well, how much water did he drink? Does it say?
It doesn't, unfortunately.
I
It's
want to
just-
know how much water I have to cut myself off at. So we'll have to look this up on Google. Someone find out how much water is too much water, and let us know. So yeah, that's quite interesting to me.
I never knew that one. That's like I said. That's
Maybe
that's
he
my.
would- if you could only drink so much water in a sitting, but he was drinking it over a period of days, right?
Yes. So it just kind of made me thinking how much water did you have to drink for that point, to where you basically die. It's weird.
Yeah, if you're drinking 6 to 8 cups a day, you're not going to die.
No. So I've got to be a lot more than that. So
Yeah.
Right then, we're up
I
to
imagine that he's probably drinking one of those a day.
one of those.
Yeah, that's
Right then, we're up to number 6.
Number 6. Now, you want to read your Bible because it's got lots of wisdom. It's really good for your soul. It feeds your soul. But the problem with feeding your soul is you don't literally eat the Bible. You just read it and you learn from the wisdom. So this guy, let me see where it is. This guy, his name is Franco Braun. He was an inmate in the Metro Toronto East Detention Center, Canada. He died in 1987 when he tried to swallow a pocket-sized Bible.
Why?
He wanted the word of God inside of him.
That doesn't mean swallow the Bible.
He's like, I want it in me. He was probably tripping that if I can eat this Bible, I will have the knowledge of God. Probably something weird like that. I will be a really good Christian if I eat
That
this
is
Bible.
not knowledge is power.
Kids, do not eat your Bible.
No, not at all.
As we go along. Yeah. Any thoughts on this one?
I just want to know why.
Yeah, I'm curious. I imagine it's probably some religious idea that he got in his head, some weird idea like I have to be a better person. I go to jail. If I eat the Bible, I won't go back to jail. I don't know.
I'm going to show one for number 7. And I just saw this thing and I'm like, what the hell? So people in obviously the world like to take, selfies and stuff like that. Now, this is obviously number 7, I think it said it was. Now, in Washington, a 19-year-old boy in the US has died after accidentally shooting himself in the throat while taking selfies with a loaded gun.
Oh, just kind of breaks my heart.
I don't even know what to say.
I don't think that was fun. It's just sad. Oh.
Apparently it went like that. And
so Washington. See, this goes to say, you guys got some pretty good gun laws there in the UK, right?
We have, yes.
So I feel like this is another knowledge is power moment, just to teach some kids out there. Kids, do not take a selfie with a firearm.
There you go. That is
We actually did that. We did a Knowledge is Power on After Dark the other day.
Yeah, have you actually got the clip for it?
Yeah, we did it. I was like, do we have this? And we are like, yeah, we threw it on there.
That's awesome. I need to go back and watch that because that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Right then, we're up to number 8, which is one of yours, and it's
When you're shit out of luck. So, there's a mayor in Maryland,
Mm-hmm.
and their name is Mayor.
Mayor.
Mayor, and then Mayor with the Meyyer.
Oh,
So it's
dear.
Mayor. She was doing her town of Betterton, Maryland, a service when she was checking the town's sewage tanks out.
Yep.
Unfortunately, while she was looking down, she slipped and fell in the sewer tanks and drowned in 15 feet of human waste.
Oh dear. Oh no.
That is a shitty way to go.
That's disgusting.
Like, I don't know about you, but so far to me,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm gonna say one way out of all these that I don't want to go, is Mayor
It's probably
Mayors.
this one. It's
Yeah,
Mayor
I don't
Mayors.
want to die, and I want to, like, you're drowning in shit, so the shit and the piss is getting in your mouth and all that.
May you rest in shit.
Poor Mayor.
I don't even know. I've got one more left, and I don't even know if I can beat that one, but I'll give it a good go. So I've got one more left now. Kind of, I'm going to ask you a question with this. You like to play board games, right? You know, Monopoly, you know, stuff like Cluedo and stuff like that.
Monopoly, I like Snakes and Ladders,
Mm-hmm.
Risk.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Yeah.
is there any game you play which really gets you frustrated? Like, really angry?
Frustration. That game, Frustration.
Yeah. I know what I'm saying. No, the game is like what I mean is there a game where it gets you really riled up and stuff like
that? Not really. Not for board games. Sometimes video games get me that way. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
Let me expand what I'm saying. Right? Have you ever played a game so much but it pisses you off that you actually kill somebody?
No, I've never killed anyone over. If this is some sort of way to get me to give a confession, I imagine the cops come in.
Now, this is the game Ludo, and a 32-year-old man was stabbed to death by one of his friends over a game of Ludo. I want to know why. What? How hungry was you?
Get everyone kind of home to their base.
Yes,
it's kind of like Sorry, right?
It's kind of like Frustration as well.
Yeah,
but why? The thing is, I play so many games like this, and it's just like, how angry must you have got?
I can't imagine someone flipping the board on Monopoly because they got screwed, but I can't imagine someone killing. Yeah, you're not playing with a full deck if you're killing someone over a board game.
Oh dear.
I feel this is a knowledge power moment. Kids, if you're playing a board game and you feel you need to kill the person you're playing against, maybe just before you do that, maybe take a walk outside. Maybe flip the board over first. Take a nice walk around the block. Take some time to breathe, get some fresh air. And don't kill your opponents in the board game. That's an easy one.
I think somebody kind of enjoyed that one a little bit too much. Oh dear. Right then, we've got one more.
I didn't think it would be that funny, but I felt it was going to be like serious. But yeah, we're having a lot of fun here today.
You think that's funny? You should see the image for number 10.
Yes. So this one is this to me. I feel this is probably the most a ludicrous one that happened. Like it's just
Okay.
a chain reaction. So let me see. So this happened in 1998 in Argentina. So in the city of Buenos Aires, um, the they threw a they were in the apartment on the 13th floor.
Mm-hmm.
They threw their ball to the dog, who was a poodle, and I guess there was some damage on the balcony. So they threw the ball. The ball went over the balcony. The dog jumped after it. And you're like, okay, it's a dog dying. It's no big deal. But this is not the end of it. The dog landed. The dog's name is Catchy, by the way. And it hit a 70-year-old woman named Marta. And the dog and Marta died instantly. Now you're saying that's not a big deal. Woman dies, the dog falls on her. But so there was a bunch of people onlooking. There was a big crowd of people gathering around. And there's another woman, Edith Sola. She was 46. And she's just trying to get by. Mm-hmm. So she stepped out on the street to get around, and a bus ran her over.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I talk about unfortunate.
Yes. Now, not only did... So we got the dog. We got Marta, who is 75 years old. And we got Edith, who gets hit by a bus and dies.
Mm-hmm. Then
we have another person who dies as a result. You're like, how does someone else die? So they're watching all this. An unidentified man who's watching all this, he's just so distraught that he dies of a heart attack from seeing all this.
It's like Final Destination, where it's just like one thing after another.
Just like a domino of death.
What the hell?
Like this fits number 10, right? Just.
I shouldn't laugh, but it's just like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's all because someone threw a ball and the patio wasn't fixed. And also, look at this. They were on the 13th floor.
Oh, no wonder the dog died then. 13th floor. I think anybody was. Jesus.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is just nuts. All these people dying. And that just goes to show that your number can be up like that.
That is true. That is very, very true. You just never know.
Yeah, so just enjoy life. Enjoy today. Don't be worried about all sorts of things. Just be thankful and grateful for every day that you have here. I think that kind of concludes that. We don't need to do the knowledge is power. We've already done that.
What we got for the rest of the week?
So we've talked about we have your show Sting tomorrow, right?
Yep, the highs and lows series.
And on Sunday we're going to be doing good take or bad take.
I missed those.
Yeah, so make sure you send in one of those. Got to get the magician's take on this. So yeah, we get that on Sunday, and of course we have Collision After Dark on Saturday night. So yeah, we still got lots of shows on this weekend. Of course, if you want to support us, you always help us out financially by giving us a tip on the show. You can subscribe to our tiers. You could send us money to Big Shiny Matrix at paypal.com to help support us. And if you want to buy a t-shirt like this one here, like that one there, like the one you're wearing now, like this one that Natalia Markov is wearing, you can head on over to prowrestlingtees.com/F Wrestling and get one of our awesome t-shirts. And of course, if you like old school wrestling, and I know you do, you can head on over to ProSCTs/Adrian Adams, who's featured on a recent episode of Dark Side of the Ring. They got Dark Side of the Rings coming out again in March. It's not too far away.
Do you know what? A lot of people from the UK have been saying, "Can we do a 1PW one?"
A 1PW Dark Side of the Ring. I think the story's not finished.
It is. Trust me.
You think they're not coming back? You don't think they're going to find a way? They've done it before.
I can't say too much, but I've talked to a lot of people.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Forget it. Dark Side of the Ring. It'll probably be in a couple of years.
Dear. Anything else? See us out to the outro, I suppose.
So, it's a new year, but sometimes last year's still weighing on your soul. Some stuff happened. Your wife left you. Your dog stole your cat. I don't know. But yeah, this important thing to know, like we have lies that happen. Like, for example, the biggest deception is that depression always wins. When that's a lie. Sometimes we have to realize that it takes more tenacity to keep going. It takes a lot more to fight every day than to just hate yourself. I think that friends are lightning rods to your soul. I think that though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. And do not rejoice over me, my enemy. I will rise. I will just keep fighting. Liam, that was a good show. Good job, buddy.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I was about to say, what did you think to the show? Because it's very bizarre.
Oh, so I was hoping that maybe my Uncle Herb would his story would get on there, but it didn't. So it's okay.
Do you know what? I need to find out that. Your next week, we need to find out what happened to your uncle. You're going to share?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, he thought he read a thing about bananas, that a banana a day clears up your colon.
Okay.
But he was putting them up his butt instead of eating them.
Thanks for watching, guys.